It's the bald and the beautiful. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood on My Country 96.1.
Cande, we start with Russell Dickerson and his wife Kaylee, who revealed over the weekend that back in September they lost a baby at about 8 weeks.
Oh,
yeah,
that hurts. Yeah.
I know, very sad. Of course, they have a beautiful, healthy baby boy that already is, I guess, a couple of years old. Or at least, over one. I'm not sure exactly how old, but yeah, very emotional, and we wish Russell and his wife well. Jelly Roll, the big country star who had quite a year in 2022, he says before heading out on a big tour late spring, early summer, he's going to focus on weight loss. He's a big dude, Cande. So,
good for him.
Yeah, going to try to get healthy. Crazy story last night from the NFL. Did you see? I watched the whole thing. Did you see what happened,
I
kid?
did not see. I just got a little wind of it this morning. Oh, it's terrible.
A Buffalo Bills defensive player, Damar Hamlin, stood up after a play. Kind of looked like just a regular play. A tackle. Didn't look like a big deal. Stood up and then immediately fell back down to the ground. Suffered cardiac arrest.
Oh, goodness.
They administered CPR and oxygen for over 10 minutes on the field. The stadium was silent. The players gathered around praying down on one knee. I mean, it was an incredible scene. The ambulance came out on the field. They finally, after, 20 minutes, whatever it was, they took him off the field. He went to University Cincinnati Medical Center, and the story this morning is that he is still in critical condition. They got his heartbeat restored, but they, what do they do when they put you, they keep you asleep so they can run tests?
Yeah, they put you into a induced coma. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever the situation is, but they have him, kind of in that state, sort of, and running tests and trying to figure out what's going on. Word is that most of the Buffalo Bills flew home to Buffalo. Some of them stayed back to be with Damar. His family is obviously there. This was a huge situation on the field as you're watching it unfold, because you're watching the NFL trying to make a decision, and the coaches basically taking charge, Cande. Joe Buck, the announcer, said that the NFL and the officials, after he was removed from the field, were giving the teams 5 to 10 minutes to warm up and, to get back out on the field. And the coaches of the teams decided, no, we're going to take our teams into the locker room and figure this out. And they ended up postponing the football game yesterday.
I don't blame them. How could you go back and play after something like that?
No, and watching it real time, there was, absolutely could not happen. Now, putting aside the young man's health, which obviously is first priority, just speaking in football terms, what was interesting about last night, it was an enormous, football-wise, an enormous game. The Bills and the Bengals basically playing for the top seed of the AFC. So it's going to be interesting to see in the coming days.
At what point did this happen during the game?
Oh, in the mid-first quarter.
Oh, first quarter, wow.
Yeah, so it had just begun. It was 7-3 Cincinnati. What will happen, we don't know as far as the game goes. They're going to take a few days to make a decision, probably. Wow, so
that's a first, and I hope the last we have to see of that.
Pretty incredible. Jeremy Renner, the actor, in critical but stable condition after being airlifted to a hospital in Nevada after a snowplow accident, Cande.
Wow, now, he was driving the snowplow?
Yes, I heard it was something with his leg, or I don't know exactly, but it was not good. A doctor who lived nearby had to put a tourniquet on him. So,
wow.
Yeah, don't know the situation. While we were, parted there for about 10 days or so, there were a bunch of passings. I'll run through them. Obviously, Barbara Walters, you saw that.
Yes, an icon. We all thank Barbara Walters as females for doing what she did for us.
Yes, absolutely huge. And by the way, just as a side note, the smallest thing she did in her career, she started The View, Cande. So that was
That was huge.
Yeah.
She had a vision, and look where it is. I mean, it's had its ups and downs, but no show like it.
Pele passed away, the greatest soccer player of all time. Incredible.
Yes.
Anita Pointer of the Pointer Sisters.
I know, that was sad too.
The drummer of Earth, Wind and Fire, one of four brothers, Fred White. Vivienne Westwood, fashion designer who was famous for dressing the Sex Pistols in all their photos.
She was unique. She was one of a kind as well.
Jeremiah Green, the young drummer of the group Modest Mouse, he succumbed to cancer as well.
Oh.
Yeah, terrible. Other news we'll run through quickly here. Martina Navratilova, the tennis star, diagnosed with stage 1 throat and breast cancer. They are optimistic on both. So,
that's good.
Yeah.
I'm just going to find some good news here today.
Well, I'm going to throw this out there and we'll just leave it. Bill Cosby planning a stand-up tour in 2023, Cande.
We'll just leave that.
We'll leave that alone.
Leave that.
Anthony Hopkins celebrates 47 years sober. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Avatar makes $1.4 billion worldwide thus far, Cande.
All right, are we happy with that amount?
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. And I'm going to go see it in the coming weeks, I think. And Brian May from Queen was knighted recently, Cande.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Tonight, TV, Paramount Plus with the docuseries Sometimes When We Touch. This is the soft rock docuseries.
Oh.
Yes, looking at all those groups you love.
The honesty's too much.
And HBO Max with the streaming version of The Menu, the Anya Taylor-Joy movie that was in theaters. And
yes.
Yeah, now on HBO Max starting today. And there you have it, your Bald and the Beautiful entertainment, everything from Nashville to Hollywood. We're going to spend the next few days, at least the next 2 or 3, with mid-50s, could be low to mid-50s, and looks like clouds and rain for the next few days. Let's hit the roads, My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.